channel. Today is a very special collab with me and Briana Marie. This is her 100K massive collab. This is the first one that she's ever done, and I am in episode 5. The link will be below in the description box, and I am so happy that she is excelling, and congratulations, Briana. So today I have come to you guys with a trap, hence the background, Barbie inspired tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed filming it for you guys, and if you guys would like to see it, keep on watching. So jumping right in, we're going to take Pure Beige in the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and we're just going to add this all over our lid. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and blend it out. I'm taking Airspun powder to set, just because it just gives us that flawless finish. So now I'm taking the highlighter out of the Carly by Belle palette, and I'm going to add it right up under my brow bone. You won't be able to tell the difference here, but it does give us a flawless brow highlight later on when we add our shadows. So now taking my 35B from Morphe, I'm going to add that faint yellow color as a transition color, and I am going to continue to add this throughout the tutorial just to build up the intensity, because it can get washed out when using other colors of the light color scheme. So now I'm going to take a precise brush and take this lime green and add it right up under the yellow, and then you're going to see me build up the intensity some more, because that is also a faint color, and then I'm going to blend them together. So now dipping in that same palette, I'm going to mix those 3 colors together just to give myself like an aquamarine kind of blue color. I really didn't know where I was going at this point. I was kind of just adding colors, and shout out to MMM Mitchell on Instagram for the inspiration, because his blend game is flawless, and I can only aspire to be like that one day. So we're just using a MAC 226 brush, and then we're going to take that deeper green and start to deepen that blue shade up. So now you guys are going to see me take that dark blue, and I'm going to add that closer to the center of my eyelid, and I'm just going to start deepening up the transitions from each color using that same MAC brush. So now taking that black color, we're going to do the same thing. You guys are going to see that this tutorial is all about blending and getting your colors to the intensity that you want them. So I'm just going to use that on the outer V, because we are going to keep our cut crease very low today. So now that we've smoked that outer V, I'm going to take my Real Techniques detailer brush, and I'm going to start cutting out the area where my colors and my glitter is going to go. And I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills 6.0 concealer, and this is like the best concealer I probably ever used. It's definitely full coverage. You don't have to worry about any creasing, and it's just one of my favorites as of right now. And I got it from TJ Maxx after Christmas for about $6.99, so I definitely caught a steal with it, and I'm very excited that I like it. It's not a lot of concealers that I find myself liking, so that was a very good find. And I took my time to cut my crease, because I am cutting it below where my actual crease is, so that we have a very slender eye look. So taking what was left on that MAC 226 brush, I did smoke out my outer V, and then I just went back in with the detailer brush and cleaned up anything that I lost or needed to fix in my cut crease. And because it is so low, I did have to go back in and add some more blue. So now taking that vibrant purple color out of that same palette, I'm going to add that right next to that bluish blackish shade that we kind of smoked out along our outer V, and I'm just going to pack it on. And I'm literally using tapping motions with my brush, and that's a flat top brush. That tends to work well for this trick, and I'm just going to tap that right in the corner. So now jumping into the center of our palette, we're going to go in with that vibrant pink color, and I'm using a rounded blending brush just to tap it in the middle. That way we get that ombre effect that we're looking for. And then if you need to add more purple on the outside to create the ombre effect even more, you can do so. So now taking my BH Cosmetic Modern Mattes palette, I'm going to take that very light Barbie considered pink, and I'm just going to add that into the inner corner and then go back in with that pink so that they blend together as if they're fading. So now taking that green color, I'm going to place it back in that transition area just so we don't lose it, and I'm just using the same brush that we used in the beginning to do that. And we're going to do the same with that yellow shade just so that we don't lose any of its intensity. So now mixing these 4 glitters, I'm first going to take some glitter primer. I think this is the NYX glitter primer that I'm using right here, and I'm just going to add it into the inner corner of my eye, and then I'm going to take that detailer brush and just drag it over to the center a little bit so it's not like I'm just intentionally placing it in one spot. And I'm just going to tap that glitter right on top where I put the glitter primer, and then I'm just going to pack it to my liking. So now taking my detailer brush from Real Techniques, I'm just going to clean up the outer edge of my eyeshadow. And I'm in love with this look. I didn't add too much glitter because I did want the pink to show underneath. And I'm just using that brush as well to drag that along using that same Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. So I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me in the color Mocha, and I think that's the number 360, and I'm just going to place it all over my face with my beauty sponge from Real Techniques. That's like my favorite brush and beauty blender brand right now, and it's very affordable if you guys are looking for a new one. So now I'm taking the Fit Me powder in dark, which is the darkest shade that they do have, and I'm just going to set my foundation with it. And I'm sorry for the light change, guys. There was some sunset going on, so it looks a little discolored. So now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and I'm just going to highlight underneath my eyes. And I went for a very bright highlight today just because it's a Barbie inspired theme, so it is a little lighter than I would normally use. And I'm using that same detailer brush to pack that on in the areas that I do need to highlight. So now taking my beauty sponge, I'm just going to blend this out all over my face. And this is a thicker concealer, so I did have to blend it out more than normal, but it was a flawless finish when I got done. It is full coverage, like I don't have to use any color corrector or anything underneath. It definitely covers my dark circles, and it was inexpensive at the store. I think it's like $20 originally per tube, and I should have showed the tube on camera, but it's not that big, and so I was happy to catch it on sale for $6.99. So now taking my Airspun powder, I am going to set my face. I do not bake with this powder. I do tap it into my concealer just so that we can get any shine or any stickiness out of the cream texture. And I'm just going to set all the areas that I highlighted first, just using that same sponge that I was using to apply my foundation. I don't really have a problem with this powder. Some people claim it gives them flashback, but I don't have too much of an issue with it, so I continue to use it. And it's only $5 at Walmart. So now I'm going to take a brush and just dust away all that excess because it will leave a cast. So now taking my RK by Kiss HD Set and Forget powder, I think that's the name of it, and that is in the color Earth. I'm going to cut my cheekbones out a little higher before I contour, and that way we just make sure that they stay sharp when contouring. So now taking my brand new Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette, I'm taking the color Abby out of there, and I'm just going to start contouring with it. It is kind of red for me, but it does blend out flawlessly. And I want to say shout out to my best friend Micah for purchasing this for me for Christmas, and I'm getting some great use out of it already, and I'm just really excited to use it and see what I can do. So now using the RK by Kiss powder in Ebony, I'm just going to tone down some of this redness that I'm getting from the Abby from the Juvia's Place palette, and it's just going to give it a more brown effect. And you guys will see once I blend it out that it doesn't look as red as a contour for me. So I'm going to dust away that RK by Kiss powder, and then I'm going to blend it out with my Bella Pro Blend and Buff brush. So after blending that all out, I'm going to take my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in Creamy Bronze, and I'm just going to go back over the places where I put my concealer to tone down some of the yellowness and give myself more of a brown look. And I will continue blending my face out after this, so don't worry. So now I'm taking the Zara color in that same Juvia's Place palette, and I'm going to add that to my cheeks. I used this blush today. It's a little bright for me, but I used it because it reminds me of a Barbie inspired kind of thing, so I used that today and I really enjoyed it actually, and I figured I might use it in a few of my other tutorials. Now using the two colors that we used on our outer V and in the center of our eye, we're going to use those two lashes to smoke out our bottom lash line, and you guys will see me use that same MAC 226 brush. That's a very good blush for precise blending. I really love it. So now taking my V-Lux lashes, and I think this is Kayla, I'm going to pop those on, and then I'm going to take my highlighter by Carly by Belle after spraying my wet fan brush, and I'm just going to add that glow. That's always my favorite part of the video. So now we're going to just blend it out with my Bella Pro brush. So now taking Karab out of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, I'm just going to start overlining my lips a little bit. And this way we get that perfect Barbie pout. So now taking my Nika K True Matte in Turkish Rose, I'm going to add that in the center of my lips first. And then I'm going to top it off with some NYX Sandstorm. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. So this is the final look, and I'm so glad that you decided to make it through the video with me, Miss Bomb Bandit, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And I want to give a shout out to Briana for the opportunity, and if you're new, please hit the subscribe button below, and I'll catch you in the next one.